Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today. It is a good day to have a great day. Come on, somebody. Today's verse, it comes to us from the book of James. James chapter 4, verse 15. And it says this: instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall live and do this or that. I want to speak to you about our plans, God's will. Imagine a businessman who meticulously plans out his upcoming week. Every detail, the meetings, the flights, the presentation, all mapped out to the very hour. He boasts saying, this deal will close on Friday and I'll celebrate in the Bahamas on Saturday. But on Tuesday, he comes down with the flu. Everything comes to a halt. His trip is canceled. His meetings are postponed. His carefully crafted plans unravel. In that moment, he recognized he had control over his calendar, but not over time itself. How often we take life for granted? Think about that. James is writing to believers that are scattered across the Roman Empire, and he confronts a mindset of arrogant self-reliance. In verses 13 to 14, he critiques those who confidently declares their business plans without acknowledging God's sovereignty. He reminds them that life is a vapor. It is fragile. It is fleeing. Growing up here in the South, when we departed one another, we would often say, I'll see you again, the Lord's willing, and the creek don't rise. Now, that was not just some Southern saying, but it was our way of acknowledging that God is in control and we're not. You see, verse 15, our verse, it provides the correction. Instead of presuming upon the future, we ought to say, if the Lord's will. Now, this is not just a phrase, but is a posture of the heart that recognizes God's authority over our lives and decisions. In today's fast-paced, got to have it now, goal-driven culture, it is easy to fall into the trap of self-sufficiency. We make schedules, investments, and plans assuming tomorrow is guaranteed. But James reminds us to live in humble dependency on God today and every day, acknowledging that if the Lord's will isn't about being pessimistic, but it's about being realistic and reverent. We ought to pray over our plans, hold our goals with an open hand, and trust God's timing more than our own. Our verse, it encourages us to live with a sense of surrendered confidence, not fearful, but faithfully aware that God ultimately guides our steps. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate upon this verse today. It would be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you would have a great day. Have a safe day. And then tune in again tomorrow, as we consider today's verse. Amen.